fall back down, you're gonna help me back up again. If I fall back down, you're gonna be my friend. If I fall back down, you're gonna help me up again. If I fall back down, you're gonna be my friend. If I fall back down, if I fall back down, if I fall back down.
Thanks for mounting up, DBM 999. Yippee yahoo yippee.
Hi, everybody. Wow, this is so exciting. It's a new iRacing build. I cannot wait for this. This is going to be so much fun. We got so many new cars and tracks to try out and new stuff, and everything seems to be going just A-O. Ah, that went smoothly. Hello, everyone. I am your favorite race car driver out there in the world today. That's right. My name is Dakota Daniels. I am a race car driver for you and yours. And I'm going to tackle the brand new Michigan International Speedway. We race the NASCAR Winston Cup Series cars here twice a year, once in June, once in August. Can't wait to get out here in my Chevy Monte Carlo like I normally do, because you know me, I am a Chevy driver through and through. Let's go. It's got power, you better hang on to it closely, or else it's gonna bite you. Oh man, I'll tell you what, I was looking forward to this race, this test session. I was looking forward to this for weeks. Oh man, this car, it unloaded off the hauler real good. Oop, just making it look mean, that's all we're doing. Just driving it hard into the corner. Here at Michigan, in a Winston Cup car, you got to be real careful with it. You know, you got to be real baby with it. But, you know, once you get it going, you haul ass around here. What it's all about. Listen to this thing.
39.527.
Thanks, TJ. We're going so damn fast around here, it's not even funny. You know, I'm a vet.
39.
I've been driving these cars for 7 years now. My rookie year was 1996. Let me tell you something. These cars have gotten more aero dependent as the years go on. You can't beat and bang them. You got to be real careful with them. You can't run into anybody with them. You got to be real careful with it. It's not for the kids. Definitely hold speed through the middle groove, damn right. I'm really good at that.
39.642.
As you know, that light is the rev limiter. That'll tell you when you're nearing the chip. You don't want to rev it too hot. Let's say blow a motor. This feels real good. Little tight 3, that's all. It's fine though. Let the horsepower drive you out the corner, you know. It feels real good.
39.481.
Look at this thing. Real race cars have at least 750 horsepower. You're driving a car with like 680. What are you doing? That's pathetic. $550. Get out of my face with that.
39.52.
NASCAR would never do that. This is big time Winston Cup racing. We wouldn't ever do that in Winston Cup. Bigger motor, the better. That's what I gotta say. Why would it have 5 gears? Does this look like a sports car to you? That's dumb. You only need 4 on the floor. We've been racing 4 gears for 50 plus years. Everything's fine with it. We don't need fucking 5 gears.
39.476.
This baby sings, baby. It feels fantastic. Just what you want from a race car. It's badass, that's what I gotta say. Whew.
39.573.
This is fun. You know, a lot of people looked at me like I was crazy once I had my daughter, but, you know, they were like, Dakota, why are you going back racing? You got no point. You got nothing to prove. I talked to my husband, Dallas, and we decided, you know, it'd be badass for me to go back racing. Someone's got to be the breadwinner in this family. Would I ever have my daughter race? Hell no. She ain't racing cars. Whoa! Oh! God damn! Ride 'em, cowboy. That was a Texas size save right there, everybody. You can buy your Texas size t-shirts at www.shopdakota.com. We will also have our merch hauler at Lowe's Motor Speedway for the UAW GM Quality 500 this October. But before that, if you go to Infineon Raceway for the Dodge Save Mark 350, we'll have our hauler there too.
.886.
Car's got a lot of grip. It'll bite you if you aren't careful, but damn, it feels good. Oh, just like that. It'll bite you just like that. here I am. I've about 10 laps into a run.
40.156.
It ain't got old yet. I think it's about time to try another racetrack. What do you say? By the way, you can vote in our fan poll for the next race track for us to race at or drive at. Use your Nextel or Singular Wireless phone and text the number 505050 with the name of the track you want us to try next, and we'll give it a shot. Can't wait to see you at the Rock next year, Dakota. I just know you're going to win. Well, let me tell you something. I love going to Rockingham. The fans out there in North Carolina are great. It's great to come back to North Carolina and, you know, race near us, near where all our great NASCAR Winston Cup teams are based. And it's good to be out that way. It really genuinely is. It's genuinely really nice to be back at Rockingham. I heard rumblings that they might take a date away from it. I'm not a big fan of that. Rockingham is one of my favorite racetracks. In fact, let's go to Rockingham. Let's go to North Carolina Speedway, the Rock, and see how this goes for us. Been getting into formula racing lately, but need to rank up to drive them 1987 NASCAR cars. Now, why you want to race them old relics? We're on the cutting edge of technology, Piers. We got the best state-of-the-art NASCAR Winston Cup stock cars right here in our fucking hands. Right now. Why you wanna run something that ain't this beautiful Chevrolet Monte Carlo? Or maybe that ugly Ford Taurus over there. Well, I am a vintage type driver. Wow, okay, I understand. You don't like them cutting edge cars. Dakota, what do you think about them starting to put computer in a race car? I don't like computers. I don't allow any computer on race day. Can't have any computer on race day. I don't want anyone near me on a computer. We got a shock specialist. He got his job. Get this. He races on the computer. He plays a video game on the computer, and all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, you know how to set up shocks in Winston Cup. Give me a break. Ugh. Anyways, let's run some laps around Rockingham. The thing about North Carolina Speedway here in Rockingham, North Carolina is this track eats tires. You gotta be super careful. Whoa. With your tires, you gotta be super careful getting out of the pit lane. But Rockingham is fun. You are gonna have a blast at the Rock. I've also been hearing rumors that NASCAR is going to have drivers make wearing this Hans thing mandatory. That thing don't look comfortable or safe. I don't know. I mean, I'll wear it. I wear it on race day.
You've got wheel damage.
Oh, I got wheel damage. Oh, shit. I wear it on race day because, you know, it is an extra safety element. It does restrict my head movement. I'm not a fan of that, but, you know, we watched Dale die a couple years ago, and I didn't really like that at all. You know, that was so tragic. Dale was a good friend of mine, and I really hated that. So when they gave us the option of buying one, I bought one. I did. Dakota, what are those two white lines before the start and finish line? They are the restart lines. That's where NASCAR tells us to go on restarts. That's where the control car either the leader or the lap down car that leads the outside line on restarts tells us to go there. Are your hands stuck to the wheel, Dakota?
25.
You know I'm a wheel lady.
3.
Whoa! That's a lot of followers. We are getting follow-botted. Okay. Alright. Looks like we are getting follow-botted. That's not very nice of people. But,
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
I don't know. What?
Matt Fraptor just followed.
The Eagles haven't won a Super Bowl. Stop it.
Start your engine.
Alright.
Tiger Alex 0 TDS
I think
just
we're
followed.
gonna have to kill these here alerts.
Gentlemen,
Yeah,
start
we're gonna go ahead and get rid of those for the time being now, shall we? Alright, here we go. Alright. Apologies for that, everybody. Yeah, this here, whoop. Look at me. I save equipment because I'm a race car driver. But no, we got a lot of crazy ideas. Apparently they were talking about maybe, you know, having us not race back to the line anymore. That's wild. Is your car looks a handful? It's a Winston Cup car, Sam. What do you expect? You can't handle this. Just go back to, you know, your street stocks at Concord or Myrtle Beach.
26.636.
Just a hard charge driver like Buddy Baker himself. Hell yeah. Gotta stick to my Bush car. I'll tell you something, I'm sick and tired of Cup guys going down to the Bush Series and ruining opportunities for people like... She's a handful here.
25.941.
I gotta make sure. Do we have the right... Cleus, we got the right setup loaded? Yeah, we do. God damn. This thing is wild. Alright. We got shield mode on, everybody. I don't know what that means, but we got it on. I don't think I'm going to have quite the run that we had at Michigan here at Rockingham. Ah, okay. Thank you very much there. Riskia Kyoso. Yeah, they can't see that at all. But I can. The rear anti-roll bar is what makes it loose. Then how about a rear pro roll bar? Oh, you got jokes there, huh? Okay. You got jokes.
25.797.
Ah, there, Rain Wizard. Thank you for the follow. I guess. Whatever that means. Watching other people play video games. I heard that they're starting to allow people to watch other people play video games. Can you believe that?
25.2.
Why not just play the video games yourself? Why you gotta have a whole... God, if my daughter grows up to end up playing video games on the internet, I'm gonna lose my... You do not know. Bless her heart if she does that. Bless her heart.
25.172.
Yeah, this here race car's real loose. You've ever been living under a rock? The NASCAR Winston Cup Series is the premier series of the NASCAR divisions. Started in 1948, we just recently celebrated our 55th anniversary of NASCAR automobile racing.
25.
We have four manufacturers in the series: Chevy, Ford, Dodge, and Pontiac. And I can't believe how much of a handful these cars can be nowadays. A lot of people look at us and they go, ah, they ain't racing hard. They're just saving equipment. They ain't trying to race. I assure you, we are working. I will admit, when Hendrick showed Gordon without the rainbows
25.31.
on his car, I got so sad. Why take that away? I don't know. That's a question for DuPont. We don't deal much with Hendrick. You know, we're a single car team. We don't exactly, you know, we really compete with like Jasper or Base or
25.415.
the Wood Brothers. That's like our main competition. PPI, Calwell's in that 32 car. Truck Series is the premier series in my opinion. They air them on Speed Channel now. Yeah, this car's loose.
25.381.
But a fun loose, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it's manageable loose once you get into a rhythm. But you are handling it. We'll do a few more and then we'll go somewhere else.
25.462.
You know where that shit show in Miami? Yeah, I heard about that. Sorry, Zoe. Believe me. They aren't allowing that through. We got a profanity filter. I guess they don't want to show any cussing. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Alright, let's go check out another racetrack. Let's see here. Where we want to go racing? Awesome Bill is back in the 9 car. Yeah. I think he ain't got many years left. But it is nice to see him back in the 9. Won the Brickyard last year. That was pretty cool. Huh. Anybody want to see a racetrack that we ain't got to go to yet? Anybody want to see one? We got any ideas? Anybody want to see specific racetrack that we could... Indianapolis. I love going to Indianapolis. You know, some people say the racing is not the best at Indianapolis. And let me tell you something. I get it. But these cars around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. We will go to Indianapolis. We gonna race at Indianapolis and check it all out. You know, I should tell you the story. I had just had D, and we were at Indianapolis. I was still off. I was still on maternity leave. And Chuck's Auto Parts wanted me to do an appearance in Terre Haute. So I went there to do the appearance. And, you know, I'm in the middle of signing autographs. I got kids and adults and men and women coming up to me being like, hey, Dakota, when you getting back in the car? When you going to go back racing, Dakota? And D, I swear, looked at everybody, and I swear, I think she went, that's right. Those were her first words. She said, that's right. I didn't even make a statement. But she said, that's right. I won't understand that at all. Anyways, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This track is bad fast. You know, the IRL mostly goes here. Most people only know it for the IRL. And, you know, I guess they have a Formula One race here too now. But Indianapolis it's so cool we race here. I think the coolest part is just how badass it feels to go into turn one here. Well, all the seats next to you. Just a concave of sound. Ah, there's Slow Bird. Hey, you know that Trace Atkins song, right? I ain't as good as I once was, but sometimes I'm once as good as I always was, or something. That's crazy. Oh, this team ain't ever gonna be for sale. Not as Dallas Houston's still alive. My hubby.
.56.
Oh, that engine note. Listen to that friggin' thing purr. It's like a cat. It's like a really pissed off cat. It's like that engine is going, I'm not a cat, I'm a motor. That's insane. Did you hear that distinct change to the note going into 3 there? Let's see if I can get a good exit and get it again. Oh no. Nope. Ain't gonna have it this time. What's my opinion on cats? I love cats.
55.066.
Audio Slave album. Don't tell me how to live. I like my Reba McEntire. Here, listen. We were getting the chip. Whoop. A little too fast. Bring me to life. Evanescence. Can y'all stop talking about that rock music?
.839.
That, no, that's Ward Burton. He drives the 22 car. That ain't me. Hee hee, this is fun. Ain't nothing like a NASCAR Winston Cup stock car.
.568.
I sure hope they never change anything about it. Well, you know, I mean, with Brian France at the helm, we're going to be A-okay. I'm sure nothing bad going to happen. I'm missing all sorts of apex in turn 3. I gotta back it down a little bit.
.38.
Getting a little tight in the middle of the corner. What tracks would I like to see added to the calendar for 2004? I mean, the problem is, what can host a Winston Cup Series event? You know, I mean, we need so much infrastructure for a Winston Cup race. I hope Nazareth gets a cup date. Nazareth would be cool. I'd love to go to Nazareth. You know, Bush goes there. I have a feeling we're gonna go to California twice. I sure hope we don't lose Darlington, though.
55.2.
They better not lose Darlington. We lose Darlington, this sport has lost a damn plot. We need North Wilkesboro back. That place is dead. Have you seen that place? There's so much grass and crap and buildings falling down, and it's condemned. They're never gonna race there again. Ever. Book it. You can quote me on that. We are never racing at North Wilkesboro ever again. They should build a short track and a football stadium instead. You mean Bowman Gray? We can go to Bowman Gray. Build one in a baseball stadium.
55.41.
I think y'all have drank a little too much Pepsi Blue, quite frankly. Los Angeles, why would we do that? We got California Speedway. It's going to be around forever. Car's tight in 3. I think it's because I'm trying to intentionally run to the chip, I think. But ooh, Nelly. This right here is a NASCAR Winston Cup stock car. And I sure love it. Whew. It's a good car, boys. When we come back from the Brickyard, don't change a thing. Let me go ahead and take a look here. Let's head to... Ooh, that's got to be going. I got an appearance. Anybody attending the Chuck's Auto Parts at the Fleetwood Mall in Jonesboro, Arkansas at 7 p.m., I am on my way. I can't wait to meet all my Pixel Car Racing Team fans. And the 50 car will be there. And we're giving away cans of Restore Fuel Additive. So when you come over, go up and say, hey, I'm here for Dakota. And we will give you a can of Restore. Hope you can make it. That would be great. You know what? Let's go to Texas. I'm all about the badass fast ovals. Let's do that. Dakota, would you ever attempt to do the double of the Indy 500 and Coke 600 someday? Nah, I ain't got the conditioning for that. I also don't have any desire to race open wheel. Mad respect to those who go and run open wheel, but that ain't for me. No way. I hope they don't reconfigure Texas again. I hope they don't. Well, they got it okay now. We're not wrecking the entire time. Thanks, Dale Jr., for telling everybody to fix the banking here. That was rough. Asymmetrical banking in the 2 corner sets would be real sketchy. Now, why would they go off and do that? That don't make no dang sense. All right, let's get out here and run some Texas. I love our one trip to Texas every year. We come here in the spring for the Samsung Radio Shack 500. 500 miles around this place is a real workout. You know, Texas is sentimental to me too, because this is my home racetrack. I'm from Denton, Texas. I love Texas. And the cool thing about coming to Texas Motor Speedway, you get some Texas-sized speed around this here racetrack.
30.679.
Haul the mail around here. Better hang on tight for this 8-second ride. Yeah, Jonesboro, I'll be there tonight. I will be in Lexington, Kentucky tomorrow. I believe on the weekend we are at... Where are we racing this week? Sonoma. Yeah, we're at Sears Point. So we'll be at Sears Point on Friday. Love going out to see my West Coast fans. We don't get out there nearly enough. And I'm so happy to be heading back out there. And then finally an off week before we get to the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. Under the lights. Super Speedway race. Under the lights.
30.816.
Daytona on the 4th of July. What a tradition. So yeah, these cars, they kind of start out loose. You're right. Infineon Raceway. I forgot they got a sponsor now. These cars kind of start out a little loose, and then as the tires warm up, they kind of get a little bit tighter. But you're hanging on. You can really kick the rear end out. You can really battle hard with it. I really like the way this car handles right now. I can't imagine it in a pack when you can get the air on somebody's left rear, get them aero loose, get them aero tight. You do a lot. Really help them out.
30.778.
These are the cars that everybody remembers handling. You know, like this is what everybody expects us to be handling, like, you know, like really loose, really crazy, you know, fighting it. Hope they don't move to August. Why would they move a NASCAR race into the middle of hurricane season like that? That makes no damn sense.
.877.
Overall, honestly, I gotta say, our cars are great. I really love it. If you're in a showroom and you have the option of buying a Chevy Monte Carlo or a Ford Taurus,
30.918.
I would buy one of these race cars. Of course, this is not your typical Chevy Monte Carlo. It ain't got air conditioning. It ain't got heated seats. It ain't got OnStar, it ain't got XM radio, it ain't got any of that. But, let me tell you something. This here is a good race car. Whoop. Whoop.
31.396.
I think we'll go ahead. I gotta get in the plane. Yeah, so this was my office. I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, I am I gotta go. So what the hell just happened? I I'm really sorry, everybody. We had some crazy technical difficulties there. I have no idea what happened. The computer went black, and then I woke up and the computer was on, and we were streaming. That was so strange, weird. I'm sorry, everybody. I must have blacked out or something. I'm so sorry. Let me just put this down here. Nope, don't fall on me. There we go. All right, okay. That was really strange. It was a time warp. It was a boba overdose. I have not had boba in like a month. I really need to get boba again. Let me get this all set up here. We are gonna go ahead and test out some stuff in this iRacing build. For some reason I can't click on the Gen 4s. It's not letting me. That's really weird. But there's other stuff we can look at. That's okay. The GT3's got a big update. Let's test that out. GT3's got a big update. Let's go to Under the Rainbow. Let's go to Watkins Glen. Lime Rock? Yeah, let's do Lime Rock. Let's go Lime Rock. Let's go Lime Rock. Lime Rock got some love in this build too. So let's go check it out. We're loading in, but yeah. Really really crazy. I don't know what the hell happened there. I was just enjoying my day, about to go streaming, and then I just blacked out. So weird. I love Limerick Park. Limerick Park. That's where you have to answer a limerick in order to drive it. So this track got an art update because it's a NASCAR track now. The truck series will be going here in a couple weeks. So iRacing updated the art on a few racetracks, and this was one of them. So yeah, interesting that they felt that Lime Rock still needed an art update, even though it's not that old. But then again, they're updating like Michigan, which I feel is not that old, or like, you know, all these other places that I feel that are not that old. We're gonna run high downforce sprint, just because I want to. We're in the Murder Wagon. Right, billboards and such for NASCAR 25. Yeah, that's why. All right. While you were gone, D, there was a VHS playing of your mom. She tested the new Gen 4 at Indy. What are you going on about, Robo? I got no idea. What are you going on about? Anyways. Paul Newman straight. So the GT3's got this, an update to make their tires similar to the GTP cars got an update. So we theoretically should have to really let the tires warm up. You should be able to attack them harder. Should be able to drive harder. I think this is the layout the trucks are running. I think they are running the Grand Prix layout. You was there too? No, I wasn't. What are you going on about? That's weird. I would have never done that. So the first thing that hits me, and it might be because we're at not a really fast racetrack, but it feels very similar, but I feel like I can abuse the tires a bit more. I feel like there's a little bit more grip in the car than there was in the past. The other thing I'm finding, the track temp's 119 degrees Fahrenheit right now. And there's still a ton of grip in the car. At a certain point, we would get to these really hot, greasy temperatures, and you wouldn't be able to really grip at all at a certain point. This at least feels like I can handle the car and actually drive it and muscle it around. Whoop!
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gained.
A little too aggressive. But yeah, I feel like you can lean on the tires a little bit more, which is good. Because I felt like if you overheated the tires in the GT3s, you'd be screwed for like the next half a lap to a lap. This feels at least like
1-2-2.
this feels at least a little grippier. Also, Dodge back in NASCAR. Now we need Evernham Motorsports to be resurrected. I'm happy Mopar's back. I am happy that Ram is back, but I don't know. I've seen him pull out before, so I'm kind of pessimistic about it. But hey, it's a fourth manufacturer in the truck series, so we'll see how it goes. We don't have a team or a driver lineup lined up yet, but hey, they're going to be here next year, so. And the rumor is there might be a fifth manufacturer coming soon.
53.532. That was your fastest lap of the session.
I do think I can drive it pretty hard. Like, you can kind of feel the limit of the tires in a way that you couldn't before. Because, like, you used to have to drive these cars super conservatively. Now I could see that you could drive it pretty hard and not just get rewarded for it, but strive with it. Oh yeah, look at that. Ton of grip through there. Like, so much grip through there now.
52.37. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Probably can attack turn one a little bit harder, but my murder wagon, which I love, feels great. They go to Cup and have that godforsaken Charger EV body, and I'll be unhappy. I'll get ready, because they probably will
They
be.
say you cut the course. You have to slow down and give up the time gained. Your car looks fine. No damage to report. .3.
Whoop. GT3 feels pretty good. Yeah, they missed out when the Hellcat was big. It just feels kind of random for Mopar to be back, right? Like, feels kind of random. But especially since like Mopar's been leaving more and more motorsports lately. Like they were in Nitro Cross, it died. They're leaving the NHRA. Like it's kind of weird how they're kind of leaving and not really coming back to these places. Or they're coming back to NASCAR when they left all these other motorsports. Where do we want to go next? I want to drive the same car. You know what? Let's try out the Bend. We got a new racetrack this build. We got Shell V-Power Motorsport Park at the Bend. This is a racetrack in Australia. It is 4.5 miles long. It is a long racetrack. It has 35 corners. Actually, it's almost 5 miles long. It's 4.82 miles. And it is a long racetrack. It just kind of keeps going. Is the best way I could describe it. Best way I can describe this is Phillip Island meets Road America. It's got some heavy Road America vibes in the first half of it, and then the middle of it feels like Phillip Island, and then the back half of it kind of feels like, I'm looking at the track map, it kind of feels like a Tilkdrome. Like, kind of gives off Coda vibes, maybe? I don't know. Well, we'll drive it, but this is a very long racetrack. Very, very long racetrack. We also have to test out the new NASCAR Next Gen cars. They got an update as well at some point. The Bend Motorsport Park, as it was known for the good chunk of its early years. This track's relatively new. I think it opened in like 2017 or 2018. They don't have a track map to go off of, so if I just go flying off the racetrack, that's why. Kind of like Miller. 2018. Put the brake markers there. Surely it should be called the 35 pens. So, visually, you can kind of gather this place is kind of barren. It's a very... You want to know what this is? I just realized what this track is. Does anybody remember Complex String from Gran Turismo 3? This is real world Complex String. Look at this section. This is fucking Complex String. Nope. Like, it feels like complex string. Oop. Yeah. Nah, there isn't, but still, it's... I'm bad at this. I'm not good here. I've never been here before.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gained.
Yeah, Winton. Winton, which we do have on iRacing, fucking sucks. Look at this. Look at this corner here. Uphill. It throws me off because the brake markers are on the side of the corner where it's the apex. When you feel like it would be on the opposite side, right? But... Alright, here we go to turn 34. Yeah. Okay, let's start our lap. Feels like a track that'll take a lot of time to learn. Yeah, I mean, it's 5 miles long. It's 5 miles long, and there's a lot of corner. Like, it's not just 5 miles long, and like Road America is 4 miles, but like, it's not a difficult learn because there's so much straightaway. This is 5, and there's a lot of corner, so like you have to like really know it. But it's got some stuff. It's got a little elevation. Got a little elevation going on in it. Little elevation action, tightening radius, widening radius. It's just very fucking long. A lot of blind apexes too. Yeah, you're right. Whoop. Nope. 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 So this track is on the V8 schedule. I believe it's also on the Asian Le Mans schedule now. We got a few more rain cars this build. We got the IndyCar with rain capabilities. Ah, fuck. The IndyCar got rain. The Super Formula car got rain. The Lotus 79 got rain.
And give up the time gained.
I think the Skippy got rain as well, so a lot of rain if you want it. One thing I can hope they have in NASCAR regular season mode so I can give Kyle Busch a 3rd cup. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? You want to see IndyCar in the rain? Okay, we could try that. I'm about over the bend. This track is too long. I don't know it. It was on the ALMS schedule 5 years ago. I thought it was back on it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. We're gonna run a track that I know for the IndyCar, we are going to go to everybody's favorite, Watkins Glen International, to learn this track. Or to learn this car in the wet. Delara IR18. And I would like rain. Allow rain. Insured. No, I just want it. How do I set this so that it's just rain? Weather mode static. That's what it is. I want this. Overcast. Heavy. Yeah, there we go. We'll roll with this. Okay. Okay. Now I need to remind you all, I am not a IndyCar driver. The IndyCar got an update today as well. I think they got like a new art update. Like the car is different now. They changed the interior. They added a new wheel to it. And they added rain. So now we can race this car in the wet. IndyCar getting a lot of love from iRacing since they reconciled with iRacing a couple years ago. And I believe the rumor is after they do the NASCAR refresh, which, by the way, only has about like 5 or 6 tracks left, we're going to get some IndyCar tracks refreshed as well. So good to have because, you know, be nice to have that. So alrighty, welcome to the Glen. Okay, it is really wet. I want there's no Watkins Glen set up. We'll go high downforce just because I'm a baby and I need the wet weather compound. Here we go. Ooh. All right. I can't see my... So first things first, new cockpit looks great. They have a new cockpit to these cars. It looks fantastic. New wheel in them. The aero screen looks really good now. Ooh, I gotta calibrate this brake. Hang on. Please hold. Gotta recalibrate that brake. How broken is my car now? It's not that broken, actually. Actually carried over quite good. That's good. Pedals. Okay. Alright, let's get back out there. I can't remember my button mappings in this car. I am not an IndyCar main. I want to stress that. This is not my car. This is typically Frankie Reska territory. Alright. Whoa. Go. Big slick. No, it's not. Nope, I will not be driving the IndyCar. So like everything in the wet, it's pretty good. The inability to have a wiper, kind of a pain in these cars. You may also notice that the steering wheel talks about regen, They have the plans in place for the hybrid. I don't believe we actually have the hybrid yet. But I believe that we are looking at the hybrid next build, I believe. You gotta fully rain line it. You gotta be real careful with it. Don't want to run too far into the groove because that's where there's no divots in the pavement for you to get grip. You gotta be real careful applying throttle. Of course, this car, no traction, no ABS, no power steering. So you really have to muscle it around these tracks, unlike a GT3 car or something along the lines of that. Doing pretty good with it, TBH. Yeah. The thing that helps is once you learn the basics of rain running, you can kind of understand where to go and how to drive it.
51.685.
Don't run in the groove unless you absolutely have to. Ah! Oh no. Oh no. I broke my car. Hi D, how's the new build feeling so far? Pretty good. Pretty good. It feels solid. Yeah, that's the IndyCar in the rain. I look forward to me trying that in like 6 months. We're gonna try out the next gen. And selfishly, I'm gonna do a little bit of practice for Thursday. Track not rain enabled. Yeah, of course, it's next gen. Toyota Camry. Thanks. Gotta head out, have fun with it. Thank you, Hayes. Appreciate it. Good to see you again. Oh, I know how I can do this and just have the official weather. NASCAR. Where's the NIS? There's no NIS series. I can't. Okay. All right. I guess we'll just do it this way. The Cup cars got an update. The next gen's got an update. I think they put the same kind of tires that the GT3s had, or not GT3, GTPs had. So we'll see what that looks like here for a minute. By the way, we've seen the only new track in the build this go around. That was the Bend was the only new track from scratch, brand new track to buy this build. If you're looking for like new content, there wasn't a lot of new stuff, like brand new stuff. There was the Gen 4s, there was the Ferrari Challenge car, which we still have to try out, and the Bend. But they did update like 12 Cup tracks or 12 NASCAR tracks. So lots of fun racetracks to go to, lots of updates for that. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening that way. Okay. NASCAR Next Gen does not have a setup for the Daytona Road Course, which is where we are on Thursday. Seems bad. Okay, well, do we have a Chicago setup? Maybe we'll go run Chicago instead. We do have a Chicago setup. Okay, we'll go practice Chicago instead. Okay, that was weird. Feels like that's gonna have to be addressed before Thursday. I also seems bad. I am currently unwell. Oh no, Jeb. Okay. I'm sorry you are not feeling the good. How do I set iRacing default weather? Reset the defaults. There we go. There we go. All right. Wanted to support you regardless. Jeb, go lay down. It's all good. We got an art update for Chicago coming in the works, apparently. Gonna get all the art fixed up for this place and make it a little bit closer to real life. Much needed. Land or street course? Street course. Because I want to see how it is on road courses. Man, I'm going to miss NASCAR on Prime so bad. They cooked so good. Yeah, I know. They only got 2 races left, and I'm dreading it. The one good thing is, the same booth is going to be for TNT. So it's the same 3 in the booth for TNT, so that could be good. But damn, I love my commercial-free Cup races, and final quarter of the race aired commercial-free. It was pretty sweet. I'm going to miss it. All right, Chicago. Let me load up a setup. Chicago. So we supposedly got some updates to make this easier, or not easier, but better. There's better brake performance and stuff that I was reading. So let's see how it is. Okay. All right, that's a good start. Hi, comrade. I am... Whoop! I am DB. Hitting the wall. Just practice, so... but yeah, they supposedly gave us more of a tire, more aero updates, brake performance has changed. Curious to see how this thing drives. Gotta really get heat in the tires here. Oh, my dash! Oh, God, I didn't even notice the dash has changed. Weird. The dash is different. That's gonna take getting used to. I just noticed that. Ouch.
You've got wheel damage.
Okay, well, we got
We got damage on the front end.
but we'll keep going just to see if the brakes and tires get better. Such a difficult racetrack. Okay, so it's good to know that the next gen still can't slow down. That's good.
You've got wheel damage.
That's really good. That's good. Hmm. Let's take next gen to a couple tracks that got art updates. We'll go here first. Even though I know some people might cringe at it, we are going to the newly renamed Echo Park Speedway in Hampton, Georgia. This is the former Atlanta Motor Speedway with a new name because they changed the name. It was Atlanta Motor Speedway, and now it is Echo Park Speedway because they sold the naming rights to Echo Park Speedway to Echo Park Automotive, which is a chain of automotive dealerships in the Southeast. And it's also operated by the people who own Atlanta. So they effectively sponsor themselves now. So take that for what it's worth. Yeah. So we'll see how this one shakes out. This got a big art update. This and many other tracks got art updates, but the night lighting's not fixed on it yet. So supposedly we're gonna get a build update on Friday fixing this, but for now we can't run it at night. So yeah, welcome to Atlanta. It's the same Echo Park Speedway that we're used to, the big super speedway one now. But yeah. Let's go out here and run some laps. This won't be very challenging. It's a super speedway for us in these cars, but wanted to see it. Nice new artwork on here, new updates to everything. Looks real sharp, looks real clean, real good. Track looks really clean and good. They repainted the suites here at Echo Park. I don't believe they have done it on the actual iRacing model yet, but I'm sure we'll see it in due time. I'm a big fan of this place getting an art update just for the fact that you could tell when they released it that the art was half-assed on it. There was a lot of weird, like, cutouts, and it wasn't really clean looking, the artwork on the walls and stuff. So the fact that it got a big art update, I'm actually for. I think it's great that this place got an art update because damn, it was ugly beforehand, especially for a modern iRacing track. The one thing I do like though about these tracks that iRacing are releasing, especially these NASCAR refresh tracks, is they're trying to make them look more like event weekends than just test days. So like if you look at the infield here, back in the day, whenever we would get one of these racetracks, there would be no grass logos. Like they wouldn't paint logos in the grass or anything. And it used to be just a little bugaboo for me. I just had like a, I don't know if I dug it when they did that. Like here now, they painted it to look like a race weekend going on. So they got big logos in the grass. It's all painted up that way. And see the logos in there, and that way everything is nice and beautiful now on the infield here at, Echo Park Speedway. So good art update. They added the 3D fencing and stuff. So good to see here. That's a good track for it. Let's go to Nashville because I want to see if they fix the billboards at Nashville, because the billboards at Nashville have been wrong since they released it a few years ago. And this got an update, so I want to see if they fix the billboards here. Such a minor, dumb thing, but it's something that I actually care about. And again, this is another track where it does have night lighting, but not right now. And they'll be patching that in. I think they're patching it Friday. If not, probably soon, especially for Atlanta, because Atlanta has a night race in 2 weeks. So they should probably do that. Kind of important. Anything else you guys want to see in the build? I'm going to be streaming for about another half hour. So if you guys want to see anything else in the build, let me know. I was gonna do some Daytona practice, but we don't have the setup, so there's no point in doing it. All right. Nashville Superspeedway. The blue walls are gone. It's now the white walls that were there for the race a couple weeks ago. And that's mostly because the sponsor of the race is no longer Ally. It's the Cracker Barrel 400 here at Nashville. And I forgot how to drive
You've got wheel damage.
momentarily. Imagine Gen 4 gunning it down the shuttle landing facility. Damn, that'd be cool. That'd be dope. That'd be like that video of Rusty Wallace driving his car down like that road in Texas or in Vegas, in like Nevada, and he's going like 235. That'd be cool as shit. All right, here we go. The billboards look fixed. Yeah, they look fixed. They actually look fixed, which is good because the billboards were wrong here and it used to drive me insane. Track feels a little too slick, but that might just be me bad at this. It's also 128 degrees, so. Good art update. A lot of good art update here. Logos are fixed. Shit looks a little bit more proper. The billboards in 3 and 4 were wrong for the longest time. They were like Kansas billboards or Kentucky billboards. And now they're more like Charlotte billboards, which these are more correct to the actual billboards that they have there. And it used to drive me nuts that they were wrong. They also started like here, and they actually start further down, so they actually got that better. So good to see that art update. What else got an art update? I'm trying to think. Went to Michigan. Talladega got an art update. Oh, Richmond got a huge art update. And a rescan, apparently. Apparently we got a new surface scan for Richmond. So we'll go load in over at Richmond and take a look at Richmond Raceway. Just got a big redo. So a lot better to see that here now than it was in the past. Richmond was probably the most dated looking NASCAR oval on the service after New Hampshire got updated. So good update for them to get that one updated. I'm sure everybody's happy about that because Richmond was very dated. So good to see Richmond get some love. Because damn, it looked like shit. So we'll go ahead and take a look at Richmond here. And then after Richmond, we'll check out, I don't know, where else we want to go. Big Richmond update. Look at this place. It looks completely different. It's nice and updated. Oh, Iowa. We can go check out New Iowa. Welcome to Richmond. There's no more backstretch grandstands. But there is inflatable Toyota lettering, baby. Look at how dope that is. It's going to be fun to take screenshots there. Richmond Raceway. It looks very different than it has in the last few, or what you remember, but it's significantly more real-world ready. This is more to what Richmond looks like. And I am a big fan of Update of Richmond. Track needed an art update in the worst fucking way. Because my god, this place was dated. I'm kind of shitty today.
26.2
I got a cross. Yeah, so you could tell that it's got a rescan because when you go over the tunnel that they put in here, there's a pedestrian tunnel in the entry to turn 1. You can't miss it. There's a giant black spot in the pavement, you know, where they repaved over it. But when we hit that section of the racetrack, there's a bump. So, like, you'll see it here when I go into turn 1. Watch the bump.
That was your fastest
See?
lap of the
There's a
session.
bump there. That is really going to upset us on entry when we come back here in August for the NIS race. Track's way too hot. But like here, you'll see it again. Watch. Watch, watch, watch.
25.251. That was your fastest lap of the
Just
session.
upsets you on entry just enough. So that'll be something for us to watch for when we come back here in August. Is that's going to be pretty darn difficult to get a grip on. So we'll have to keep... Oh, maybe it's because I have the Atlanta setup loaded. Maybe that's why this sucks. Richmond. Let's try it with the actual right setup. Maybe it'll be better. That means I was also running Nashville with the Atlanta setup. Alright. Oh yeah, that's much better. Don't lose. So yeah,
That was your fastest lap of the
we're
session.
gonna have to really adjust to this new Richmond because this is like a rescan. Like they rescanned in this place. This is not just an art update. It's a rescan as well to this place, which needed it. I mean, it was one of the older racetracks in the service, so I'm all for Richmond getting some love.
23.64. That was your
It got
fastest
kind of
lap
like a
the session.
partial art update when COVID hit, but like it was mostly just to add relevant signage because this place has changed a lot since that scan. We didn't have the backstretch here. The backstretch grandstands were completely gone.
23.448.
That was not reflected
That
in
was your fastest
iRacing
lap of the
at
session.
that point. This is all now updated, so this is now a little closer to accurate. Martinsville got an update. Martinsville got oh, Iowa. I was going to go to Iowa next. Let's go to Iowa. And then I might raid out because I'm a little tired today, chat. I'm a little eepy. Not gonna lie to you, I'm a little eepy, but I wanted to make sure I streamed some of the build. Iowa Speedway. So they kept the old Iowa too. They kept old pre-repave Iowa, but we do have Iowa here, Frankenstein, Iowa, with the really shitty paving job that they did. So we have bad Iowa and maybe good Iowa, which is good because the IndyCar community really liked old Iowa because it did put on some pretty good racing for them. But the NASCAR teams and all that needed that place flattened out. If you remember when we ran there in June last year for the first time, that was our debut at Iowa. In NIS, we had like 21 cautions because everybody just kept wrecking out a turn or in the middle of turns 1 and 2. So theoretically, this should be better here at Iowa with a repave, or at least a partial repave. If you have never seen Iowa Speedway, welcome to what I can only describe as Franken, Iowa. This is a track where they were awarded a NASCAR Cup Series date, and then they realized, oh shit, We need to repave the place. Oh shit, we don't have enough time. Well, we're gonna do our best. And that's basically what happened here. So you have a partial repave of Iowa Speedway. It's kind of paved, but kind of not. The fastest short track on the planet because it's barely under a mile. You see, this is all flat, this is all smooth, this is all good. So this is going to race pretty good for us in NIS, I think, because a lot of this is paved. It handles good. They actually paved more now than they did in the past. So the corners are pretty good now. So, like, this is all smooth. Like, this is all very comfortable, very smooth. We're going to be able to race on this when we come back here in August.
25.432.
We'll be able to rock with this. I thought Bristol was faster. Bristol is kind of faster, but we actually turned higher speeds here at Iowa. So, because like we go 150 into the corner, at Bristol you're going 140. We carry a middle corner speed of like 115. At Bristol we get down to like 100.
24.832.
But this is a longer lap, too. This is 7/8 of a mile. It's almost a mile long. So, but yeah, significantly better racetrack for us in the NASCAR space. This is smoother. We aren't having to battle the bumps here through the corner. It's a lot racier than it was in the past.
24.
The IndyCar fans hate this repave. I understand why they hate it. Us NASCAR drivers, though, we needed this repave for this place to be any good. And if we didn't, with the next gen, you get races like last year's NIS race where we had like 21 cautions because the next gen hates really bumpy racetracks, especially in ovals like this. It's so tough to set up because you have such a low profile on the sidewall of the tires that like any bump will just fuck you up. So this is a lot more raceable. I could tell right away that I will not be skipping Iowa this year because this is actually drivable. This is actually pretty good. You could sense that the transition, like you could see, like the way I'm going through the the tri-oval and going down the backstretch, you could see the bumps in here. You could see where the Iowa winter was not kind to this place, but with the fresh repave in the corners, it's buttery smooth. Buttery smooth, like not an issue in the world through here. It feels great. The minute you get onto this gray stuff, car gets really unsettled. Got to really battle it through there, but through this flat, like this brand new repave section, oh, bellissimo. It's perfect. Iowa is very good now. I'm a bigger fan of Iowa than I was before the build, and I got a top 5 there last year in NIS, so I was a big fan of it. But this looks like it's actually going to be pretty racy, which is something that we need. This is something that we have desperately needed for Iowa. This will put on a better race for us than it did last year. I can tell already. Because you're not getting so upset in the middle of the corner. Now let me try and run high here.
779.
So you see running high? It's kind of bouncy. You can do it, but I wouldn't really want to do it. Besides, you have 2 grooves worth of pavement that you can work with through here now. So like, once you go through this new pavement, it's smooth. Like, look at how smooth it is. And then, you know, you go through the non-paved part, like the not repaved portion of the racetrack. It undulates so much that you just can't. Like, you're gonna have to struggle with it. Hey, Nova. Well, hi, Pulse and Nova, or no, hi, Nova and Pulse. No, wait, hang on. You know, hi. I've been rusty. It's good to see Nova and Pulse back. I'm so happy to be back. Good to see ya. Hope all is good. I'm back. I was gone for a bit. I had to move. But now I'm back. But like here, like let me show you this, okay? Here, I'll show you this right here. So I'm gonna put this on rear chase. I'm gonna lower it, okay? Watch the car through the tri-oval, and then watch it when I go through here. I'm actually gonna slow it down. So you see how smooth it is through here? That's because of the repave. If I took the same exact line on the old Iowa, this car would be jumping and jiving like this track wasn't even paved. So you see, nice and smooth, not an issue. Car's gripping good. That's what we want on the next gen car, because the next gen car needs that smooth. You know, it needs smooth. When I go back here and I run the next lap, when I run this next lap and I run a lane higher, thank you. Sorry, I have shield mode on because we got follow botted earlier. I'm running higher. Watch how aggressive and physical this front end gets. So you see, see how it's jumping. See how it's jumping. That's why we needed that repave, because that was the whole width of this racetrack before they put in that repave. So this car hates bumps. You can't have bump. If you get bumps, it is hard. Like it's tough, because you're just constantly changing the aero balance on the diffuser. So like the fact that we now have it where that's gripping better is good. That's a lot better. Where else we want to go? I'll go load up a couple more because Nova and Pulse are here and I wanted to stream for them more. Who else? What other tracks got an update? Iowa, Indianapolis, IRP got an update. Lime Rock got an update. Sonoma, Charlotte. Sonoma and Charlotte are getting updates. North Wilkesboro, nope, not quite yet. Not quite yet for North Wilkesboro. Kansas got it last build. Vegas got it last build. Michigan got it this build. We already loaded that. Let me go check the Discord. Hang on. I'm going to go check my Discord real quick. Or my friend's Discord. And see if we got the list. Because there was a list at one point. Okay. Lime Rock, Richmond, Martins. Oh, Pocono. Pocono got an update. Okay, we'll go to Pocono. Pocono, which we will be going to in 2 weeks. Hey, thank you, Nova. Thank you, Pulse. Actually, so I had a funny moment yesterday. I didn't know anything about like renting or anything. So I had to ask my landlord, "Hey, how do I pay rent? How do I keep living here?" And she said I can e-transfer her money, luckily, so I don't have to worry about that. But I had to ask how to pay rent. I thought that was funny. But yeah, all set up here. Everything's good. How's it going, big sis? Oh man, Jordan Brunch is here. Oh man. I appreciate that. Hi Jordan, I'm doing good. New Dash, who's this? Hey Shane. But yeah, lots of art updates this build for the cup tracks. We still got more coming. Texas needs one. New Hampshire Texas need one. Charlotte needs one. Sonoma needs one. North Wilkesboro needs the whole modern re-update to it. Chicago, the street course needs one. And that's about it. That's the only ones I can think of. So, but yeah, lots of new art updates coming. We got like 12 this build, including some in the Xfinity and trucks, which is like wild. But you know, all the NASCAR ovals are getting nice big fancy refreshes because if you don't know, iRacing is building the new NASCAR video game, NASCAR 25, that's coming out at the end of the year. So naturally, why not port the work that they're doing for those games and bring them into the sim? So that's what they did. All right, let's run some Pocono. Pocono, need to go to Pocono sometime. You can go to Pocono in 2 weeks. That's when I would go because that's when NASCAR goes back there. Or actually next week. They go to Mexico City this weekend and then they go to Pocono. So if you want to go to Pocono and you got the coin to do it, I would do it because they've been selling out Pocono for a bit now. So this track's not going to look too different because Pocono still looks the exact same as it does from like 2009 to now. This place has not really changed much, but it's nice to have an updated Pocono Raceway. If you've never seen Pocono Raceway, this is a weird little racetrack. 3 corners. It's not an oval. It's a triangle with 3 different lengths and 3 different radius and banking. It's a nightmare for crew chiefs to set up for. But it's definitely one of the cooler racetracks that we go to year in, year out. It's definitely unique. So coming off of turn number 3, what turn 4 here at Pocono? We'll go down the front stretch here. Are those dots on the RPM meter? Yeah. They're shift lights. And then turn 1, based off the now defunct Trenton Speedway in Trenton, New Jersey, 14 degrees. And banked, high banked corner here. Get through here. The Long Pond straightaway here. And we head towards turn 2, modeled after the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 9 degrees of banking. Quick flick. Keeping it 5th gear through here. And then we head to turn 3, which is based off of the Milwaukee Mile. And that is a 6-degree corner. Long, sweeping, takes forever to get through. Getting back on the power is key and paramount here. And there you go. That's a lap around the Pocono Raceway.
56.217.
Are you excited for this week's NIS? I was until I saw that we don't have a setup yet. Seems kind of problematic if we don't have a setup for NIS. I want to do some practice today, especially on stream, but I didn't see any sort of setup, so that's kind of problematic. We do, I thought. I didn't see it. Are you doing open then? Fuck no. Yeah, like I only have Daytona Oval. So we had one before the build, and now we don't have one. Now there's no 23, like now there's no Daytona set at all for the road course. So iRacing should probably address that. It's kind of important. Yeah, it's been weird. Also, apologies if your names or if your chats are getting caught in the filter. We got follow botted like right at the beginning of stream, so apologies for all of that. Where else did we say? Talladega. Well, Talladega got one. We can go load up Talladega. Talladega and then Martinsville, and then we'll call it a stream. Talladega is gonna be real boring. Yeah. Sorry, everybody, but Reska put us in shield mode. We could probably disable this now. There we go. We're probably good now. Talladega got a pit. Yeah, we got fucking follow botted. I gained 200 followers. Believe it or not, it's not the first time that's happened to me too. There's somebody who just follow bots everybody on Mirai lately. It happened during Sebring and now it's happening now. I'm just like, pfft. Get a fucking job. I got automotive for saying shit show earlier. Was in reference to the clusterfuck of a race that was 2003 Ford 200. Shane, VTubing is serious business. VTubing is very serious business. People take it very seriously. Get like a get a model. We need to get Shane Mundy a VTuber model. I'll make Shane Mundy a VTuber. Just you wait. Just you wait. All right. We want. If I had a little me, I use it. The program I make all my models is free. It's called Vroid Studio. It's on Steam. You can go pick it up. You can make yourself a little anime character. It's great. All right. Let's run some Talladega. This is not going to be hard. This is Talladega, so it's just foot to the throttle or foot to the floor. We're mostly just taking in the sights anyways. This is like the third art update that Talladega has gotten. Which, to be fair, good. Oh, right, yeah. Now we got a Talladega with nothing on the backstretch. Weird. That's weird. I'm not used to that. So now we have a Talladega with nothing on the backstretch. But yeah, Talladega alone is pretty stupid to run alone. It's not exactly hard because this track is designed for you to race it with other people. But hey, we're just checking out the sights. So good to see this. Talladega looks pretty good. Good art update. They redid the infield here not that long ago, so it's good to get that updated. A lot more big screens here too.
1.62.
It's good to see Talladega get an art update, especially since Talladega is maybe one of the top 3 most popular ovals in the service. Just because of the fact that Super Speedway racing is fairly popular on the service. People like doing the drafting races. I'm not a big fan of them, but I seem to run okay in them. Those are the only 2 top 10s we've gotten in NIS this year. So, needless to say, it's been a pretty rough year for us in NASCAR iRacing Series competition in 2025. But that's fine. We should see if we can get into the victory lane. That's the one thing that we should have been doing at all these places, because you can do it at some tracks. So if there's an opening in the wall, let's see if we can get in there.
Pit boxing 10.
There's no opening in the wall, is there? Oh, you
5.
bastards. I can't go to
3.
victory lane? You jerks.
1.
Okay, well.
Right here.
That's Talladega for you. It's big, it's big, it's wide. Yeah, there's the new victory lane at Talladega right there. Yep. All right, we'll do Martinsville. Bristol lets you get to victory lane, yes. We'll do Martinsville, which also got an art update, which it also really needed as well. And then we'll call it a stream. Yeah, that'll get us 2 hours. So, but yeah, making models is fun. I like making models. So, make Shane Mundy a VTuber. VTube and Shane Mundy. Not VTuber friend. Shane Mundy becomes a VTuber friend. That would mean that Shane Mundy would now be eligible to join Mirai United. Okay. I can't believe I've been a VTuber for over a year now. Yeah, it really flies by. It flies by. And like I took time off, right? Like I took a month and a half off, and now I'm back, and like it's still like, wow, I've been at this for a while. Is as fun as I find making NR2K3 liveries. Honestly, you want to know what made making VTubing, like making models, like making these, like making my model and the various clothes that I wear and everything in this, I literally started making shirts and stuff, and I was like, oh, it's like painting a car, but it's a person. That's how I looked at it, and that's honestly how it is. It's fun. It is fun. It was fun because it was so different. So, all right, Martinsville Speedway. Normally, when we drive here, I have cat ears on, but not today. All right, let's. This is also a really short racetrack and kind of weird, but good to have an update in Martinsville. This track was looking very dated. Here we are. Good looking Martinsville now. Nice new shaders on it. Track looks really nice and paved. Looks closer to real life. Those grandstands are shorter than they ever have been. Martinsville was a track that looked extremely dated. It did get an art update during the pandemic, but it really did not get a full art update. It got a really like half-assed art update. Now Martinsville looks closer to real life, and it's a lot better off for it. It looks a lot better now.
.741. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah. So good to see Martinsville get an art update. It needed it. So yeah, like I said, I think we determined the list is Chicago, Daytona, Watkins Glen, Texas.
20.62.
There's another one in
That was your
there
fastest lap of the session.
that hasn't gotten an art update yet. And when those tracks get it, which will probably be next build, which is in September, then I believe they have officially updated all the artwork for all the NASCAR tracks, which is going to be a huge quality of life adjustment for the service, because some of these tracks, especially Martinsville, especially New Hampshire until last year, especially Iowa, like a lot of these tracks looked just fucking terrible by modern iRacing standards. So it's good to see some new updated artwork. It's not so much like, oh, it's a new scan, like, because honestly, it isn't. I don't think they are new scans apart from Richmond. I think it's all artwork. But the fact that the artwork's been updated to their current standard, a lot better. Charlotte. So it's Charlotte, Chicago, Daytona, Texas, and Watkins Glen. I think those were the 5 that we determined that haven't been done yet. Sorry. It's Coda, Texas, Daytona, Chicago, Watkins Glen, and Rockingham. Once they do those 6, which they could easily do 6 in a build because they just did 12, they're done. They've fixed up all the tracks. I guess they could theoretically update Portland, but we just got Portland. We're supposed to be getting updated versions of Gateway. Phoenix got an art update too. We should go to Phoenix, actually. Sorry. This is very minor stuff. Like, honestly, this is the kind of thing where if you have these tracks on iRacing, go load them up and just go float around with the replay cameras. Because that's where you'll really notice the differences at these places. But for now, while I stream, this is probably the best way for me to do it, is just go to the track, load it up, take a look, move on. Sentimental for Phoenix, because that's the one place I want at. Remember when I used to like contend for wins? We used to be kind of okay. Now we're kind of mid. I say in jest. I'm joking. Please don't get mad at me. I'm joking. But yeah, it's good. It's good to see these tracks get updated. Phoenix looks amazing now. I looked at Phoenix and I was like, why are they updating Phoenix? It's not that old. Nothing's really different here. And then I noticed that they updated all the scenery and terrain around it, and now it looks fantastic. This track looks great now. Yeah, the mountains and stuff. This place looks really good now. So Phoenix, like, this place looks awesome now. It looks great. And also the other thing is like, oh, all the artwork's updated, which is also nice. So I believe this is themed off of the spring race here. Yeah. Everything pops a little bit more. I find that the artwork pops a little bit better. The restart zone's better defined here too. But like the blue on it, like the blue of the walls just looks so much better now. Like it just stands out so much. It looks fantastic, this place now. Phoenix might not put on the best racing, but it sure looked pretty.
29.266.
And again, all these places are getting night lighting later on in the week, I think. It's just a case where they didn't quite make it for the first night of the build, but they already got a patch scheduled for Friday, so we're probably going to see an art update then. So, yeah. I'll be back on Thursday for NASCAR iRacing Series at the Daytona Road Course. No idea what setup we're using there because they haven't posted a setup and we don't have a setup, so that's kind of questionable. I'm sure that'll get fixed up before we actually get to the race.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Whoa!
Re-Siri just followed.
Reserii. Reserii? Hamstray. Welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
29.182.
But yeah, this place is good. I am sentimental to Phoenix because I won here last fall. I used to not give a fuck about Phoenix until I won here. Now I suddenly care a lot about Phoenix. So it's funny how that works, right? But yeah, Phoenix looked great. All these tracks look really good. The art team is nailing it on iRacing. The updates they're doing, the way everything looks good, everything's upgraded, everything looks fantastic. So hats off to the iRacing devs on these awesome art updates for these NASCAR tracks. I am biased. I am a NASCAR biased VTuber. But I am happy to see that they are updating the NASCAR tracks to look better. Because I hate to say it, NASCAR's the straw that stirs the drink around iRacing, right? A lot of the stuff doesn't happen without the NASCAR partnership. So the fact that a lot of these cup tracks and even Xfinity and truck tracks like IRP and Lime Rock are getting these art updates is huge. So big fan of that. Yeah, so that'll do it. If you want to see more of the build, look around. I'm sure there's more on Twitch. We'll raid you out to somebody streaming the build if we can do it. Yeah, we got Lith. Lith is streaming this. Yeah. We'll send you over to Lith. Lithium Fox has been streaming for 7 hours. So we'll send you over to Lithium Fox. He's a fox who also sim races. If you want to see some more of the build, he'll take you from here. He's doing a lot more IndyCar stuff. Yeah, so I'll see you guys on Tuesday or a Thursday for the new iRacing build. Hope you had fun today. I had fun showing it to you. Yeah, enjoy. I'll see you Thursday. Bye, everybody.